This is the lunch that I could eat every single day. It's a high protein, simple to make. You can meal prep this, cut it into squares, and have a high protein, high quality meal, mostly whole foods, that is just simple. A couple weeks ago, I shared my version of a breakfast bake. It was an oatmeal bake. It was my take on a recipe that Internet Shaquille shared, and a lot of you seemed to like it. I really enjoyed it. I ate the heck out of that blueberry oatmeal bake. So today I wanted to show you this tofu quiche-esque thing. It's really simple. It's really, really simple. First off, what we're gonna do before we do anything, I'm going to drain and then just kind of press the tofu. We don't need to press it that much. We just wanna press some of this tofu. This is extra firm tofu. Typically I get organic tofu. Hey, we're out, a little upset about that, but while that's pressing, we're gonna cut and prep all of our veggies because those need a quick cook before we cook this. I'll share all the macros for this recipe. In the end, it's pretty incredible. I think the gym people will be surprised and happy. I think the diet people will be surprised and happy. The healthy eating people will be surprised and happy. Really, this is everyone will be surprised and happy. It's such a great recipe. Now for our veg for this, you can get pretty creative. I'm gonna use aroma tomato, garlic onion, and some spinach. So first, we're just gonna half of this yellow onion. Now I'm just gonna drop this into a pan with a little bit of olive oil, some salt and pepper, and let that sweat out for a little bit. Okay, then just a couple cloves of garlic. Perfect, now we can just toss this in. And last, I'm gonna toss in a big handful of spinach, baby spinach. But first I am gonna give it just a quick, just tear, nothing crazy. I just don't want these big pieces. You can destem if you want. I'm not going to. And then toss the spinach into the pan just for a second. We're gonna take that off the heat and then preheat our oven for 350 degrees. Now let's prep our tofu, but first let me tell you about today's sponsor. You know that moment late at night when you feel something off? And suddenly you're on the phone at 11:30 p.m. Googling symptoms, convincing yourself it's way worse than it probably is. I've been there more times than I'd like to admit. And honestly, what actually stops me from booking an appointment with a doctor isn't actually not wanting it. It's the friction. Calling during office hours, being put on eternal hold, and then finally getting an appointment 6 weeks later. And that's why I wanted to tell you about Zocdoc, today's sponsor. Zocdoc removes all of that. It's a free website where you can search for in-network doctors, read real patient reviews, and book an appointment instantly without talking to anyone on the phone. You can search by specialty or symptom, whether that's primary care, dermatology, dentistry, eye care. Over 200 specialties with 150,000 plus providers across all 50 states. And you're not guessing. You can read verified patient reviews to see who actually listens, who fits your vibe, and who has real-time availability, including video visits or in-person appointments, often within 24 to 72 hours. Appointments made through Zocdoc happen fast, sometimes even same day. For me, it's the difference between spiraling at night or actually waking up knowing that I have my care lined up. So gang, be kind to yourself this year. Using Zocdoc is free. Click the link in the description below or head to Zocdoc.com/SauceStache to find and instantly book an appointment with a top-rated in-network doctor today. Zocdoc, thank you for sponsoring today's video and for creating such an incredible website. Okay, for our tofu, we are going to need a food processor. You can use a blender, but I think it's gonna be easier with the 2 blocks of tofu to process it. We're going to be making processed food. Now our tofu is pressed. This is gonna be a lot to go in here, I'll be honest. We'll just see about doing it one at a time. I'm also wearing a hoodie today because it is cold. It is currently 30 degrees in Florida, which is just crazy. It's never this cold here. As Floridians, we're not prepped to handle this kind of temperatures. Give it a quick little spin and see what happens. One of these blocks is 50 grams of protein. Soy protein, which is actually a pretty good protein, regardless of what people say. The whole thing might be a little too much for this, but this is why you need to get the bigger food processor, or why I do at least. Now, before we continue the process, I'm gonna add 1 cup of soy milk, organic soy milk. 1 cup of this has 8 grams of protein. Let's process this down. This whole thing is so fast, and this will make 6 to 8 servings depending on what you're looking to get. Now we're gonna do a 1/4 cup of nutritional yeast, B vitamins, more protein. I mean, you guys are gonna get so sick of hearing the word protein today, it's gonna be crazy. Protein! You know, the cool thing is, I will say this, protein helps you stay fuller longer, eat less calories throughout the day, helps if you're working out to keep muscle mass while you lose and burn fat. There's so many benefits too. I know people say we're in like a protein craze, but the benefits are true. It's real. Now I'm gonna add my seasonings. First, I'm gonna add 2 tablespoons of olive oil, good olive oil. Now, I'm gonna keep it neutral, but you can season how you like. I'm gonna add big pinch of salt, about a teaspoon of garlic powder, teaspoon onion powder, about a half teaspoon turmeric. Really, that's just for some anti-inflammatory properties. Half teaspoon smoked paprika, and some black pepper. Now, I'm just gonna process this on low until it's combined. Now, this looks pretty good. I think we're just about there. Now, if you've ever heard of Burmese tofu, that is a tofu that's made with chickpea flour. Today, we're gonna be using a combination. This is chickpea and fava bean flour because I wanted the extra protein. Fava bean flour has that. This here has about 7 grams of protein per quarter cup. We're gonna be adding in a whole cup. This is also going to bind it. This is going to make it very quiche-like, very thick, dense-like. It's gonna be a pretty heavy piece of protein once it's cooked. My mixer is not meant for this. Whew, let's see if it does it. If not, we'll just do it by hand. Throw it on low. I'm so sorry, mixer. Just gonna try to help it along a little bit. I'm also gonna add just maybe a touch more soy milk, not much more. Tablespoon. Okay. It should be like a very heavy pancake batter, which this is maybe a little bit thicker than that. I'm gonna roll with it, but everything is mixed. So at this point, let's grab this mixture here. We're gonna grab our baking dish. This is a 9 by 13. I'm gonna just lightly oil the dish. Make sure it's completely coated. Let's add this in. Now, before I try to level any of this out, we're just gonna add in our spinach, onions, garlic, which is gonna be so good. Now, you could get super creative with whatever veg you wanna add to this. I just kinda like to keep it basic because then I could play with it later. You know, every lunch I could change it up, cook some extra veg to kinda go on top. And then just mix this in and spread it out. We're gonna kind of fold it in. Now, before we toss this into the oven, I'm gonna slice up my Roma tomato. And we have 8 slices to kind of divvy out here. Each one of these slices will represent a serving. Perfect. I'm so happy about that. Little swirl of olive oil across the top. Not a whole lot. And then let's throw this in the oven, let it bake for about 45 minutes. And we're gonna pull this out of the oven. This looks really good. This is perfect. At this point, I'm just gonna let it rest for a little bit. Then we're gonna slice it into 8 squares. I like to top it with a little bit of olive oil, a little bit of lemon juice, and this looks perfect. Each square is 400 calories, 32 grams of protein, 28 grams of carbs, 14 grams of fat, 9 grams of fiber. Let's see what Monica has to say. Okay, baby, what do you think? I know this is like a small little thing, but I'm just curious.
It looks awesome. It looks like a quiche.
It's kind of like a quiche.
Of some sort. Cheers.
Boom. Monica's was
No, it's good. It's good. Yeah. I was just kind of evaluating because you were like, it's cakey and doughy. It does kind of have a quiche feel to it. I was just kind of like, I love the olive oil like flavor with it.
Yeah.
I don't know that I'd say it's like bready, but maybe doughy a little bit. But yeah, I mean, I think it's really good. So it's got kind of like a bean type of flavor. Like I can tell it's a bean, flavored really nicely, and it's smooth, and it might be good with like a side of fruit. What?
Were you like questioning?
Yeah, I was like, is that one? No, yeah, that's what you were looking for.
I'm not looking for anything. I'm just looking for either. So I was thinking about like a vegan cheese on top.
Oh.
That would be really good. I think just like that'd be very quiche-like anyways. You could add more sauteed spinach and onions. I think like caramelized onions would be incredible with this. Actually, I just any veg on top of this would be really good. You could do, you know, like broccoli or asparagus.
I know this might sound weird, but maybe like some capers.
Yeah, oh man, capers would actually be
it.
really good. Actually, no, we don't have any capers. We're out of capers right now. Capers would be awesome.
You know what would also be good is kind of like caramelized onion.
Yeah, that's what I said. caramelized onion.
Oh, you did?
You could add more sauteed spinach and onions. I think like caramelized onions would be incredible with this.
Oh, sorry, I missed that.
Oh no, it's okay. No, I think I did. I'm gonna give it to you because I can't remember if I said it or not. I was thinking it. Caramelized
Even
onion.
like sauteed with mushrooms and onions, like caramelized, and then maybe even like vegan like Greek yogurt spread on it might be good. Like, you know, something like that.
You can pack all these squares up in some storage containers, top them with whatever side you want. But I mean, really just a ton of stuff would go with this. I'm all about it. I do wish I would have thrown a little bit more onion in there. More onion and spinach, but just as it is. Simple, clean, easy to food prep. This is it.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah. Boom.
What, is there something up?
Just want to see if they're still watching.
Oh. Okay.